All right, so we're back. I apologize. I stopped recording because I wanted to. I think I hit mute on my audio, and I want to keep having errors with my audio. I think it's unprofessional, so I apologize. Working on it, getting better. But anyway, so let's go back to Stephen Greer and listen to some of the stuff he's saying here, okay? Because to me, it's insane.
Systems, which we have already figured out how they work in classified projects in the United States, Great Britain, and elsewhere. That these objects have landed on terra firma, at times have been disabled, and have been retrieved specifically by teams within the United States, that extraterrestrial life forms have been retrieved, and their vehicles have been taken and studied thoroughly for at least 50 years. We can prove through the testimony and documents that we will be presenting that this subject has been hidden from members of Congress and at least 2 administrations that we are aware of, presidential administrations, and that the Constitution of the United States has been subverted by the growing power of these classified projects, and that this is a danger to the national security. There is no evidence, I wish to emphasize, that these life forms from elsewhere are hostile towards us. But there is a great deal of evidence that they are concerned with our hostility. There are times when they have neutralized or rendered inert the launch capabilities of intercontinental ballistic missiles. Witnesses here today will describe those events to you. They have shown clearly that they do not want us to weaponize space, and yet we are proceeding down that dangerous path. And it will be established that these projects, because they have not been supervised properly by the Congress, by the U.S.
All right, so think about the stuff he's saying. If you look at the QR code on this video, on all my videos actually, because I believe wholeheartedly that everybody should see this Disclosure 2.0 live stream from a few weeks ago, actually last month, right? Yeah, June 10th, and then you look at this, exactly the same thing in the exact same place 22 years earlier, and instead of having, in 2001, there was only 350 whistleblowers. Now there's over 750 and counting, right? Excuse me. And so just think about how long this has been going on, and you haven't heard a thing. 2001 media, alien disclosure, talking about the exact same things he's talking about today, and Disclosure 2.0, not even on the mainstream media. How insane is this? Is this not making everybody else upset? Come on, guys. I'm a spiritual person now. I try to live my life in peace and not get angry, but secrecy has got to stop. I mean, this is just, and that's why I'm doing this. The truth has to come out. It's going to come out eventually. So the problem is, I think it's going to be orchestrated by this secret government, because they've been doing it for a long time. Look at this, 2001. You have no clue that this even took place, do you? Think about it. Let's listen to some more.
U.S. president, by the international community, have become a threat to the national security. And for this reason, we feel we must disclose the facts. This is the beginning of the campaign for disclosure. And in a memo that I wrote to President Bush last week, I've stated that this campaign will persist until our goals are met, and they are as follows: that we have open, honest hearings on the subject in the U.S. Congress, that there be a permanent ban on the weaponization of space or the targeting of any objects of extraterrestrial origin, that there be a full and complete study of classified technologies connected to this subject, to see how they could be properly declassified and applied for peaceful energy generation so that the world may get off of fossil fuels in enough time to prevent greater ecosystem damage or war over the looming energy crisis.
All right, so the point is, I'm not going to keep watching this because you could watch this on YouTube yourself. I'm going to put the link in my YouTube video, and you could look it up at any time you want. It's 2 hours long. I don't want to, but what it does do is it goes through 350 high-ranking official whistleblowers, and they give their accounts right in the National Press Club in down Washington, D.C., and we didn't hear nothing on the news. Don't you think that's disgusting that we didn't hear one thing? You don't think it's our right to know what's going on? Even in America, this happened down the street from the Pentagon, from the White House, from all the good things, from all the people who are supposed to be our elected officials, right? Now this is happening again. It's being controlled by the media or being held by the mainstream media, right? By this secretive government. And why? What's their end game? What's the purpose of them holding it through the media now? Because it's coming out on back channels, but why not just let it come out on all the media if it's out on back channels anyway? Because it's going to come out, right? There's senators talking about it now. There's all kinds of people talking about it. So what's the end game here? I don't know. So that's my biggest worry. Because 2001, this disclosure 1.0 happened, and what happened in September? How many months? 4 months later, right? Scary. So I'm not trying to spread fear. I'm just saying, but that's what the secrecy can create. Because of the secrecy that they have, they can try to stage some sort of event, a false flag operation, similar to 9/11, and this time make it look like it's an alien attack or something. And people who don't know, and they know who would know, they would think it's aliens, and they would start to look to the government to defend and fight against these people, right? And guess what? What would they? And they would be more money to defense. They look to the government to change all the laws. We'd all band together, and it would be more money thrown at this fake threat that doesn't exist, just like it was for terrorism. I'm sure we orchestrated the whole thing, right? So we have to be very careful. That's why we have to get the truth out and tell people about this stuff, because it's very important. So I'm going to put the link for Disclosure 1.0. That was in 2001 in May. And also check out Disclosure 2.0. That was 3 weeks ago, in June 10th. That has my QR code below. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is the UPS labor tension with UPS. Yeah, with UPS with the Teamsters, right? So now I wholeheartedly back the Teamsters, and I support them 100%, and I wish them the best in the battle. I hope that they don't, for their family's sake, don't have to go to strike. And I hope that UPS comes around the table, but I know it's coming close. So, love yous all. Marine Corps boys, love yous. Disclosure 2.0. And, guys, I'm going to check out the links. This is BelloHeart Incense Hour, episode 4, I think. And I'm going to start to post more. Hopefully you like my new graphics and my new setup here, all right? Thanks, guys. Have a great day.